Okay, so entering my bedroom, I have a cool poster of Mario on the door outside. This was from, I think Club Nintendo. Yes, this was from Club Nintendo. One of the things that I redeemed my points for this year. I framed it and put it on my bedroom door. Let's head in. Thermostat, big deal. Who gives a fuck? So looking left, a fan that I've never used. My mother put this in here. I have no idea what it's here for because look at how crappy this little tiny fan is. That's the box from the Gears of War statue. This is the lamp that I use in my bedroom. This is the box where I keep my cowboy hat that I bought in Nashville during the SBO qualifiers this year. On top I have two sweaters, which I have no where to put. I guess actually I do have room. Why the hell didn't I ever put those in a drawer? Okay, anyway. On my wall here I have a couple things. This is my ACE certification. That's right. This is a continuous improvement certification associate level that I earned last year at my previous job before they laid me off. And this is the parent company. This isn't the company that I actually worked for, so I'm not afraid of anything. And to be completely honest, you know what? Fuck it. I got laid off. It's bullshit. And it's funny because they paid all this money for me to get this continuous improvement certification. Don't get me, this is not something you earn overnight, alright? You have to attend like a shitload of classes. You have to be in a bunch of events. You have to actually lead a couple events at your job to get this certification. So, you know, I earned this certification and then a couple months later they lay me off. What a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, here's my college degree to prove to everyone who thinks that I'm full of shit. Yeah, I do have a college degree. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't read Latin? Well, tough shit. Maybe you should be able to. Anyway, this is my calendar. I got this from Sideshow Collectibles for buying some of the statues and the dioramas and such that you've seen in my condo so far. It's pretty cool. It features their products every month. This is another poster from Club Nintendo. It's the history of Mario up to 2009, but it's actually outdated at this point because in 2010 there was Super Mario Galaxy 2 and it does not cover that. Here I have a file cabinet under there where I put all my legal documents, etc., etc. Here is my dresser, and yes, there is another model here. This is of White Queen. So people saw that box like 6 months ago and were like, what the hell is this White Queen box? Look how sweet this fucking model is. Seriously, she's got like this crazy sweeping cape. She's smoking fucking hot. She's one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel Universe, one of the best psychics in the Marvel Universe, and I saw the model and I fucking said, I gotta get that. Here behind her are a whole bunch of books by Dan Brown, by Brian Jacques, by Michael Crichton, Brad Meltzer's a couple there. You also have all the strategy guides that I have for games that are still here. So, for example, you got Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fable 3, Fable 2, Gears of War 2, Lost Planet 2, Final Fantasy 3. Yes, I actually have the American strategy guide for Final Fantasy 3. It's extremely rare. I love it because in that strategy guide, that guy actually like puts flair into it and gives his own jokes and spins on stuff. So that's still there. Just a dresser with clothes. Behind here, these giant post-its I used to use for work. For events and stuff. I put them on the wall and draw diagrams and things on them. I figured, hey, it's already here. I brought it home for work because I used to work, you know, do stuff at home and bring it to work. Might as well just keep it if I ever need it in the future. Here's an office chair, whoop-de-doo. But this is my other computer setup. And yeah, there's a lot here, so I'll back up a little bit. First of all, there's a Dark Side Phil clock that incidentally is completely off. No, it is not like fucking 7:45 or whatever that says. It's way off. I don't know what happened to that clock, why it's so horribly off by hours. But what we've got here, we got an air purifier, which is running constantly. We've got a humidifier, which I run every once in a while when the air gets dry. Speakers that are hooked up to my cable box here. This is actually a laptop, which is hooked up to this monitor setup. It's only for web browsing. I can't really do anything else on it. It's an ancient laptop. It can't run games. It can't do. It could. Yes, it could play videos, but it can't do anything besides just basic web browsing. So it's right there. On top of that, I have a bust of Black Cat, who, after playing Web of Shadows in 2009, I fell madly in love with, and her giant breasts, boobies, 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 titties, 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 titties. And behind her is a speaker that is hooked up to that laptop so that I can actually hear stuff when I'm doing stuff on the internet. Pens and pencils, an American flag, another box of tissues for the bedroom. Odds and ends on this shelf. I mean, you got a cable box, paper, CD case, that lint brush that you've seen in Ask the King someone asked about. Just a bunch of random DVDs, CDs, and stuff behind there. Nothing major. Here's my printer. It's a wireless printer. It goes out to the desktop computer and also this computer, so I can print from both to this printer if I need to. With a stack of stuff that flight reservations for final round, hotel reservations for final round, and winter brawl. All kinds of stuff just sitting on the printer here. Alright, so this is my alternate PC setup. Like I said, it's just for web browsing in the bedroom. Keyboard, mouse pad, that's the King of Hate mouse pad there with my mouse. There's a small footrest down there to put my feet up on. Trash. These are just odds and ends, old headsets, mice, stuff like that down there. And there's actually one more 2 terabyte external hard drive over there in the corner that I can use once the one I'm using now fills up. That's the box for my Alienware laptop. That's a piece of shit. Here's a window to my bedroom, to the back porch. Nightstand with my alarm clock and a lamp if I want to use them. Some more cool art. I've got a poster from Nintendo Power of Metroid Other M. I thought this was a really sweet poster, so I framed it and put it up. Another poster from Club Nintendo. This is like all the major characters from the Super Mario series on one poster, which is pretty sweet. I got that above my bed here. That's my bed. Big deal. Here I've got my old school, I like to call this tube TV or POS TV because everyone needs one of these. I mean, whenever you want to play a Nintendo game, you've got an inkling to play, anything before the games became HD. You need an old TV, so I'm always going to have this TV just in case I got that old school craving. There you've got a dresser. That's actually my extra surge protector that's plugged into absolutely nothing that I take with me on trips. This is pretty cool. This box, this cardboard box, you want to know what's in this box? And this is honest. In this box are all the things that were at my desk at my previous job. And since I got laid off, I've left all that stuff in this box. Because I said, you know what? Number one, I want to move on. And number two, who knows if one of these days I'm going to get the call to come back to that job. Because the people, as I've said many times in my videos, the people at my previous job love me. I got... In this box is an award for outstanding contribution to the corporation from like 2 months before I got laid off. Here it is. Outstanding contribution to, I'm not going to take it out, but outstanding contribution to the corporation. That's it. And that was in July, and then in September I got laid off. Fuck that bullshit. What that means is that's a disconnected management. They don't know what they're doing. You got one group in the building that absolutely loves what I'm doing. They transfer me to a new area and I get laid off within 2 months. That's fucking stupid ass management. And that's why the manager who basically was responsible for laying me off is no longer at that company. But I digress. I've left all the stuff in there. Who knows what's going to happen in the future. I said leave it in there. One day I will probably unpack that box, but I'm not in any rush. This is my mini fridge. And as you see, we've got some really cool earthbound magnets on the front. And in there I've got things that I can't really fit in my normal fridge, which isn't much right now. It's almost empty in there, so it's really not even worth showing you. The only last thing here, really, that I haven't shown you is this. I have a nice, really big walk-in closet that's covered by this mirror door. And on top of it, I said, there's a big empty space. What should I put there? And then when I saw the year-end issue of Game Informer. That's right. It had my issue. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it had these guys. I think it had like Master Chief and some of these characters, and then it cut off. And then I said, well, wait a minute. It looks like this is a bigger piece of art. And when I looked into it, I found out that Game Informer was actually selling this giant poster, which is like 3 different covers that they had for that year-end issue of their magazine, and they were selling it online, and I went and bought it for $10. It fits perfectly above this mirror, and it's basically the characters, the most original and interesting characters of the decade from 2000 to 2010. and you've got people on there like, excuse me, Nathan Drake's on there, Ethan Mars is on there, what the hell's his name? The guy from Mass Effect 2, the something man, I forget, the elusive man, yeah, he's on there. I'm trying to think who all these people are. Commander Shepard, the girl from Beyond Good and Evil, I forgot her name, the Spartan, GLaDOS, Andrew Ryan, I forget what the hell her name is from Metal Gear. But yeah, you get the idea. All, Ezio, all the people from, from the popular games from this decade are on here. And, it's really cool. I love this poster. It fit perfectly, and it really did fill in a gap that I had. So, that is pretty much it. That's my condo tour for February of 2011. A lot has changed, like I said. A lot of models and things that I added to try to redecorate. And, unfortunately it came at a bad time because, like I said, if I had known that I was going to get laid off, I probably wouldn't have bought anything. I would have just saved the money, but I ended up trying to redecorate, and then, I got laid off from my job. What can you do? You don't expect that kind of thing to happen, so. Yes, I know my condo is a mess. I need to clean up this side of it. Stop criticizing me. How dare you? I know how I need to get rid of all these empty boxes. I need to get rid of that TV box. It'll all be gone in a couple of days, hopefully, because it's been very warm here recently and all the ice is starting to melt. So I'm hoping that within the next couple of days I can get all this junk out of here and at least try to restore some semblance of order in here. It actually did not look like this during the warm months of last year. So, alright, this is DSP. This has been my condo tour for 2011. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later.